Bruno,
Hey man,
dude, good to see you again. It's been years.
almost years.
I'm eating some cornflakes.
No,
Do you mind?
healthy.
I wish. Dude, tell me, how have you been? How is life?
Yeah, we had the holiday last week. We were
True.
supposed to have a class, but I took advantage of that to have the day off to go for a passear.
To go out for a walk or just to go out, you say?
Yeah, to go out.
Go out
Yeah.
with the family.
Yeah,
And another thing, you said, I took the time. That's what you say. Not took advantage. Take advantage sounds like you're tá se aproveitando de alguém.
okay.
So you took the time.
Took the time, and it's another question. In the
Yeah.
business world, when someone sends an email and I want to say, for example, taking, tipo, aproveitando que você mandou e-mail, eu gostaria de perguntar qual seria melhor. Jeito.
Você fala since.
Since
Já que. Aí você pode falar since.
you already wrote me about that,
É.
I like, lá, lá.
Exato. Já que ele serve como aproveitando, né?
Uhum.
E as pessoas usam muito em apresentações leverage. E leverage é uma... Lever é uma alavanca. Então,
Uhum.
aproveitar a situação que tá acontecendo no mercado pra gente trazer inovações, ou trazer não sei o quê. Aí eles falam leveraging. Leveraging on the situation, que é uma outra forma de falar aproveitar.
Você não sabia não, interessante.
Eles
Leverage.
usam to leverage. Tô anotando aqui, tá? Eu já te mostro, a gente
Uhum.
trabalha eles. Yes, so, tell me about the holiday.
Holiday is amazing. I worked on Friday.
Nice.
It's sad, but it's good.
Hmm.
It means
I
that
said nice. What am I thinking? I work every Saturday, so.
no. The good point is that I still have a job. That's important.
Provide for the family.
Yeah, provide for the family. And on Saturday, I went to the airport. It's a very nice, can I say, program.
Yeah.
That sometimes we do.
Really, go to the airport.
Yeah, because the mother loves to see their planes.
Wow, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And in Guarulhos, it's near the Mocha. So we just take one piece of Dutra or Ayrton Senna to get there.
You would say a part.
Sorry?
We just take a part. I think it's better than piece.
Take a part? Okay.
I don't know, actually, dude. I'm trying to think about it. I don't know. Just take a small, part. I don't know.
Small way.
I would think. Yeah.
But let's use a small part.
All right.
A small part of Dutra and we get there. And that is a kilo restaurant that it's always there is always no one there.
No
It's
caminho?
No, inside the airport.
There's always no one. There's always no one there.
Yes, there is always no one there. It's in Terminal 3. It's a very nice food. Not expensive. It's a kilo restaurant. And you can see all the airplanes taking off and take off.
This is the thing about England, Ireland. This is the terra.
Okay.
The terra is the land.
The
So the
land.
planes
Okay.
land. They take off and they land.
So we can see the airplanes landing and taking off.
Yes.
And Tommaso, every time that an airplane appears, he, oh, bye, bye.
Man, this is so good.
Yeah, when you live in São Paulo, that you don't have so many attractions to do for by walking, you need to have some ideas to entertain the kids.
That's so creative, man.
Yeah.
That's very creative. Now I have a question. Have you heard about the there's a forum for world hunger? I don't know if you knew this existed. There's a forum that is supposed to take care of world hunger. And they said they were criticizing billionaires. Let's watch the full story. So they were criticizing billionaires. Then they challenge. They're like, we need 6 billion to solve world hunger.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Elon Musk said, okay, I'll give you 6 billion if you have full transparency of what you do with the money.
Obviously, they said no, it's impossible to have the transparency.
Wow.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is amazing. I'm a fan of him.
Yeah, dude, me too. Me too, totally. So, let's watch these videos.
In the past, I thought that he was just a crazy guy, but nowadays I admire him.
Yeah. I am the same way. So let's see. Let me just share this with you. I want to see the full story.
Ah, nice. Take off. Landing. Land is...
Oh, my bad. Yeah, go ahead.
No, land because of the earth, the land.
Exactly.
Landlord, the owner of the land.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so let's get started with this dude, this little douchebag. Alright, so let's start with this. Let's see. This is the guy who says that they need $6 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the ideals the United Nations is committed to, the greatest and most important of them all is building peace around the world. While achieving peace is difficult, sustaining peace is even harder. But if we fail in this, we will never, ever end hunger. At a time when 270 million people are on the brink of starvation, with conflict a major cause, compounded with climate extremes, and exacerbated by COVID, this task has never been more difficult nor more urgent. The Peace Building Fund has a critical role to play if the United Nations system is serious about our commitment to not only address humanitarian needs, but also work together to reduce these needs. The World Food Program. We work with conflict areas in communities all around the world every single day. So we have the boots on the ground to help the fund extend its reach and its impact. And if we invest wisely and work in partnership, we can help those vulnerable communities find a pathway out of poverty and hunger towards stability and towards peace. So let's commit to do this on behalf of the people that we serve around the world.
Dude, alright, so he was bull crapping around. Now let's see him talking about... Oh, wait. I had him somewhere else. Here. So here he says that the billionaire should step up.
Okay.
Joining me now to discuss that report showing the situation in Madagascar and the World Food and Hunger profile elsewhere is the Executive Director of the World Food Program, David Beasley. Mr. Beasley, if I could ask you first of all...
I will increase the subs. I don't know if they're big enough for you there.
Yeah, I'm trying not to pay attention, but...
Okay, good. That's better.
This man is from Glasgow, maybe.
Yes, but it's good not to.
Yeah.
It's good if you can just avoid them. And then whenever you have questions, just be like, hey, can you go back a bit? And then you read, and if you still don't know, just ask me.
Nice.
It's become a sort of headline that what's happening in Madagascar is the first climate change famine. I don't know if you agree with that, and if you do agree, what does that mean?
Well, Adam, what you're talking about is this is the beginning of many of these types of events around the world. We're already seeing mass number of more hurricanes and droughts and flash flooding. Madagascar is the beginning. And this is, I mean, what you just saw, if that doesn't break your heart, nothing will. And so these people are going to die unless we do something. So while at COP26 people are working on long-term solutions, we've got to provide short-term solutions so that these people can survive. And this is what I'm most concerned about right now, because just where she was, where Alex was, you got 1.3 million people marching to starvation. And Adam, out of that, 484,000 of those are knocking on famine's door. I was just down there myself. I've seen these children. They're dying right before your very own eyes. And it's only climate related, not conflict, not COVID, climate and climate alone.
And what can be done in the short term to alleviate that situation?
Well, there are two things. One is we need money and food to come down there and save their lives on the immediate spot. But number two, we've got resilience programs where we can come in and water harvest, drill wells, holding ponds so that people can survive until there's long-term solutions. They're either going to die or they have to migrate. There's one of the two. That's the only choices we have on the immediate term. So while the world, the developing nations, are struggling, and here we have a country, a people that have done nothing to contribute to the climate crisis, and we have a moral obligation to come down and give them the tools necessary to put water back into their lives so they can grow their own crops, take care of themselves, because we just can't continue to send food. We need short-term solutions as well as long-term solutions, and we've got those solutions. They need to be funded.
Now, this question of the aid that's needed to sort out world hunger has become a bit of a bone of contention on social media with Elon Musk.
So he said he has the solutions. He just needs the money, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't say what the solutions are.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Let's see what else.
Musk, the multi-billionaire, challenging you, saying that if the World Food Program can describe on this Twitter thread exactly how $6 billion will solve world hunger, I will sell Tesla stock right now and do it. Is that what you're saying, that $6 billion could sort out world hunger and he's got the money?
Two things. I'm so glad that Elon's entered the conversations, and I look forward to getting that check, that money from him, because we will prove very clearly to him that with that $6 billion, we can save the lives of 42 million people knocking on famine's door around the world. And let me say this, Adam, it won't just save those lives, but it will also keep nations from being destabilized, and it will keep mass migration by necessity from happening. So it's a win-win for everybody. I mean, just yesterday, Elon's stock went up $21 billion. I just need $6 billion of it. He's got over $300 billion. I'm not picking on Elon. I want him to make money, but you know, with this crisis, one-time crisis we're facing right now because of COVID, we need some help, because governments are tapped out, and I need for the world's wealthiest billionaires to step up, save some lives, and show the world you care, because capitalism is good, but you got to share the wealth with people in need, and that time is now.
I mean, it has to be said, if you look at the scale of the money that's being talked about here for climate.
It's easy to say other people should share their money, and then when you actually ask them, so how much of your money do you share? They're like, very little, you know.
Yeah,
There.
by the way, 6 billion to Elon Musk, okay, it's a part of the money that he has. But for example, for the countries that are part of ONU, it means nothing.
It means nothing.
Nothing. So it means that all the countries are able to save the
Starvation. Yes.
starvation. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Every country are able
To end starvation.
to end the starvation, and no one wants to do that.
Exactly.
That's what he's saying for me.
Yeah. Wow. That's so good. You're right. And they said, he said somewhere in the beginning, the countries are struggling. Oh, let me just kick my animals out of my room. Just a second. I even picked up that southern accent. I was like, out of my room. Because he talks like this a little, this guy. Dude. And so he said in the beginning somewhere, he was like, well, countries are struggling. So that's why we have to ask the billionaires. What? Like you said, 6 billion is nothing for countries. Nothing. Absolutely. For France, who's all about climate change. Climate change my ass, you liars. They're full of shit. Being plain honest. I don't like to cuss, but I hate this.
Take a look at his face, the guy who's talking about this. You can see transparency. Not even he is comfortable to what he's saying.
Yes, he's not. He's such a liar.
Yeah.
He's a Lula, American Lula. American Lula. We need to get, I don't know, man, what to do. I hope God helps us finding ways to influence people. Because if we work together for real, with capitalism is a system that works. But if we work together to be generous and think about each other, not everyone will buy into this. This is okay. There will always be evil people. And I think that the evil people are like around 30% of the population. 25%, let's say. Let's divide it into 4/4. Think 1/4 is good for you. 2/4 want to be good, but they don't actually do anything about it. 1/4 is evil. This 1/4 that is evil, lots of those people are rich because they are the ones, I mean, not rich, but super rich. Because they're the ones who are all about, things and making their goals. Now, this 1/4 that's good, they're about families and enjoying life. This is the problem, The guys in the power tend to, be more about things and stuff like that. But if we work together with this 1/4 and we can convince those other 2/4 to just, let's help one another and let's organize to do good things together with full transparency, like Elon is saying, then I think that some billionaires would buy into this. Some countries with good governors would buy into this. Because, for example, when Bolsonaro was in power, he did lots of good stuff for the country. And if there were people working together for the best of Brazil, he would probably chip in money to help those projects. But the thing is, where are they? It's kind of like, I will show you later, like that we will see a video from Fox that praises Elon Musk. Of course, they're right wing. And then on CNN, where they're like, oh, Elon Musk is such a clown. But when you look at the comments on Fox, you expect, okay, lots of right-wing people will be there commenting. But on CNN, which is a left-wing channel, you actually have lots of comments from right-wing. Actually, all of them. You don't find anyone defending this bullcrap guy. So it's interesting that we want what's best, most of us. But we have a hard time organizing ourselves. And these guys are so good at organizing themselves for what's bad. Because they are that 1/4 that's evil.
Yeah. And if it was so simple, for example, maybe in those countries that facing the starvation, the most the most problematic area in those countries are political area. So
Yes, totally, bro.
do will the president of those countries allow the organizations to help the people, or to build some factories to employ the people and develop
Yeah.
the country? No, they don't want it.
Yes, exactly, dude.
They
You're
want,
totally right.
yeah, they want it. They want uh, their people like slaves.
Yes, it's a power scheme.
It's a power scheme. All those countries, most of them in Africa, are dictatorship. The government is a dictatorship government.
Yeah, dictatorship governments.
So it's not, if you put money there, okay, this guy will get everything
Yeah.
and nothing for the population. Probably to do what this guy to put in practice this guy is saying. Probably you first need to go for a war with those countries and eliminate the government, and then try to implement a next structure that will allow you to give the food and job for those people.
Yeah.
Well, just giving money doesn't solve anything.
Yes. You have to change the power scheme in those countries.
Yeah,
Because yes, that's how they maintain themselves in power, just like how they do it in most of the northeast states in Brazil.
yeah, we have this example here.
Yes. They
The
have
South,
been there for 30 years, and those states are crap, and they still blame the right. What?
more money São Paulo and the other states from the south give it to northeast, to the consórcio do Nordeste, more they are needing and more they are poor.
And they can't see it. What the heck?
Yeah.
This should be the campaign. It should be, guys, you have been with these guys for 30 years. Nothing has changed. Do you really believe that they're doing anything for you? So this is the same. You just do a show of, wow, there's this and it's so bad. We have to care about it. Give me your money.
Yeah.
Wow, they are evil, evil, evil. They are super evil. And
Yeah.
they will die out of disease. Those
Yeah.
people with
Yeah.
miserable lives. They don't know what they're planting for themselves. They're sowing bad seeds. They're sowing bad seeds.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Ridiculous, man. We have to work together. All of my, not all, but most, the vast majority of my students don't like this. The vast majority, man. I don't know of anyone who actually buys into this. There was one guy. That's it. And then, okay, some people voted for Lula because they hated Bolsonaro because they were buying the stupid stuff that the media was saying. But now they hate Lula. Again, they're like, oh, Lula's the worst. So many bad stuff. They kind of regret the decision that they made, the ones who voted for Lula. And they are very few.
Yeah. This week I bought some. I bought a T-shirt from. Shirt. No, shirt. The shirt is the. No, T-shirt is this, right?
Yeah, that's the t-shirt.
Yeah, I bought a T-shirt. Says 59 reais.
Okay.
It's a T-shirt that doesn't exist in Brazil. It's a T-shirt of Paulo Rossi from the World Cup of '82. The guy who scored the goals against Brazil in the final.
Mm.
This T-shirt doesn't exist in Brazil, and I bought it on Shopee.
Cool.
And it was taxed 40 reais. Man, someone opened the package to see what was this material, and how can I say arbitrate?
On random?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Maybe I would say on random. Tipo, aleatoriamente?
Yeah, on random, taxed that shirt in 40 reais. Why?
Wait, they tax the shirt in 40 reais?
40, yeah.
How much did it cost?
59. It's almost 80% taxes. Okay, no problem for me, because I have this 40 reais.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I would buy even if he taxed 100% because I don't have those shirts in Brazil. And that's why many people will continue to buy them, because the technology the Chinese and the other countries use to produce the t-shirt doesn't exist here. Even the quality of it's called sublimação. All the pictures that you put in the t-shirt. Sometimes here in Brazil, you need to ask someone to buy a cotton t-shirt for you, and you give him the picture to put in the t-shirt. So it's much more complicated. Does even exist the machinery?
Machinery.
The machinery to build them. So, but you see, there is someone there who uses
Machinery.
Good job.
Someone there in the government, alfândega, I don't know, the
Customs, yes.
custom, that opened the package of 49 reais to check what was that. Imagine they are doing that with all the packages
Oh my.
that get there. It's more expensive to pay the salary of this guy instead of taxing all those materials.
I hate it.
And I see, and I can tell you what will happen.
What?
Taxing the way they are doing. You know
Yes. What?
You will improve the, how can I say, contrabando?
Trafficking.
The trafficking. Why? Because instead of trying to buy those items
That's
legally,
the black market.
yeah. Instead of trying to buy those materials, that can be a t-shirt or jacket, what else, from the sellers from China, people will buy from the sellers located in Brazil. And the sellers located in Brazil are those who import the products illegally, and they are selling it on Shopee and AliExpress without paying taxes. So you just change the way, but the final result is the same. What this guy will do? Oh, I'm selling much more, because people are not buying those items from foreign countries because they don't want to be taxed. So I will buy much more to put much more products on my store. So you are financing what's illegal, because people, we have a population that makes less than 2,000 reais per month. These guys won't buy a soccer jerseys,
Yeah.
jersey t-shirt for 500 reais, because they don't
Yes.
have the condition.
Yes.
That's my point of view.
I agree with you. I think that they're financing. Here you could call smuggling the action as well. To smuggle is to sell undercover sort of thing.
Smuggling.
You could call it the black market
The black market.
or trafficking. All of those.
And it's funny because
Traffic.
traffic.
Yeah. What? What is funny?
Because we have many examples of all those situations that we are talking. For example, okay, you can the cigars. Okay, I will tax 1 billion% of tax. Okay, so let's buy the cigars that came from Paraguay. Because the guy who's addicted won't stop because of the tax.
Yeah. You will find a way to.
We know that.
Yes.
Otherwise, the Cracolândia wouldn't exist
Yes.
if it was a true.
Oh my gosh.
Governments don't, the governors,
Yeah.
they don't think, man.
They don't think.
They are out of they are in the bubble. They are in their bubble.
Yeah, I think like they think ways of make money, because when they are increasing the black market or the smuggling stuff, they probably get money out of those people, the big ones. Maybe, I don't know, but probably. That's why they pass this stupid laws, like because they know how the economics will flow, how it will make up the taxation, and also they get money with the taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are against the population. The population is just a means for them to get richer and richer. They're just milking the cow until we are like Argentina. They are a pain. I hate them. I really wish we could get rid of them. These stupid dumbasses who just care about themselves. Oh, and they have such pretty speeches. And people are so stupid to fall for that. Ridiculous.
Yeah. You are right.
Yeah, bro. Seriously, I wish we could get together and overthrow those people. And then I will be taken to jail for thinking this way.
For sure.
So
It's hard to fight against the system.
it's hard. All those judges, corrupted, chosen by those people who are protecting themselves, who are freeing corrupted politicians. Oh. Seriously, let's stick to God and to one another.
Yeah.
That's it. There's plenty of people who want what's good. Let's ask God for directions and then just do our best with the tools that they give us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, check out this.
Let's see.
So this is Fox talking about it.
Welcome back. Time for the morning's hot topic buzz. Elon Musk looking to save.
Oh, and just a parenthesis. This is from 1 year ago.
Okay.
No one really talks about this here, right? So
Yeah.
this is weird. But anyways.
The world. He tweeted this: if the World Food Program can describe on this Twitter thread exactly how $6 billion will solve world hunger, I will sell Tesla stock right now and do it. Musk is waiting on the UN to lay out a plan. Liz, what do you think?
Maria, I think it's really refreshing to see somebody like Elon Musk stand up to the international community and just say, hey, show me the money. Where is it gone? We've spent hundreds of billions of dollars around the world. And what do we have to show for it? There's so much corruption in all the agencies that purport to be helping people. Maria, think about Haiti, a country of 11 million people that has received $13 billion in aid over the last decade, and yet it is as poor and famished as ever. People need to be a little more realistic and, vote with their heads instead of just their hearts. If he can find some way to spend money to help world hunger, great. But stop all these platitudes about just billionaires paying their fair share and thinking that money is the only issue. It is not.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Michael, how do you see it?
just what you said. Well, you can give them money. They don't want to solve the problem.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, look, I think Liz hit the nail on the head here, and I really think this is why people people love Elon Musk. He says it right to all these leftists and all their platitudes. Show me the money. A little Jerry Maguire on them. And so, if what they were saying is actually true about these billionaires, as Liz would say, paying their fair share could solve all these problems, show us exactly how that would happen. And of course, we've seen nothing. So I think you have your answer right there.
Well, you also have the top 10% of earners paying the lion's share of taxes already. So when he says pay your fair share, I think he's talking about a handful of people like a Jeff Bezos who's been able to get around it using legal ways, different tools. But for the most part, people are paying their fair share, 10% paying 70% of the income tax today.
Yeah.
That's why they call.
Okay. Now check out on CNN this guy again. And check out what they say about it, this girl, and how they are trying to, deviate the attention to different topic. They're very clever.
$6 billion could alleviate global poverty and help 42 million people who are on the brink of starvation. That is according to the World Food Program, which is calling on billionaires like Tesla's Elon Musk to donate. In response, Musk tweeted this: if WFP can describe on this Twitter thread exactly how $6 billion will solve world hunger, I will sell Tesla stock right now and do it. He added that it must be open source accounting so that the public can see where the money is going. Joining me now is David.
So here there's more detail about the tweet. I can't zoom in. I can't zoom in on my phone. I can't zoom in here.
Yeah.
If World Food Program can describe in this Twitter thread exactly how 6 billion will solve world hunger, I'll sell Tesla stock now and do it. But it must be open source accounting so the public sees precisely how the money is spent. Please publish your current and proposed spending in detail so people can see exactly where money goes. Sunlight is a wonderful thing. Right? The truth liberates.
Yeah.
David Beasley, he is the head of the UN World Food Program. David, you responded to this. The World Food Program responded to this. Tell us what you are saying to Elon Musk. He wants an explanation here about how this money could be used.
This is fantastic news because Elon's a very, very smart guy. For him to even enter into this conversation is a game changer because, simply put, we can answer his questions. We can put forward the plan that's clear. We're the world's largest operation now, feeding about 120 million people. But because of COVID impacting already climate change and conflict, we have a one-time crisis of about 42 million people that are literally knocking on famine's door. It will cost about over $6 billion to reach those 42 million. And we can do that. And I will show him, we will put it out in front of him. We have all the cost accounting, public transparency, any and everything that he would ask, we will be glad to answer. And I look forward to having this discussion with him because lives are at stake. I'm not picking on Elon Musk. I'm so happy that he's making money. But as you know, during the height of COVID, billionaires made extraordinary amounts of money. Governments are tapped out.
Okay, so again, he said that he will do it. He doesn't do anything. That was 1 year ago. Let's see. Has David Beasley ever shown money? So here's that plan. I don't know. I can't find anything.
Probably this conversation ended.
Yes.
Because if there is no plan to be published, and
Yes. Such liars, right, dude?
is this guy American?
Yes, I think he's Southern American.
We got people dying
And now, you see how he just changed topics to billionaires. Chip in your money.
Yeah.
Talk about the program, how you will do it. Talk about what you have been doing with the money.
We've got an answer to this, and please help us.
Such a Lula.
On this one-time ask, please help us.
You're calling on billionaires, as you said, because governments are tapped out. You're at this crucial moment. Describe for us the state of, I know you said...
See, and they're into this stupid stuff that governments are tapped out. Like they don't have money.
Sure, for sure.
Wow.
Government can print money whenever they want.
Yes, exactly. That may cause inflation, but okay. You will kind of like pass on the bill to everyone else. But 6 billion is very little for a country which GDP is 18 trillion, I think it's the US. And the US doesn't have to do it all. It could ask China for help. Everyone wants to end it, right?
United States and China have together trillions and trillions of dollars in reserves.
In reserves for what? For a war.
If it was so simple, okay. Even to the United States, it's good to help. You go there and help people. The people will be healthy. You can build some factory, some industrial plants in those countries. The people being healthy can work for them, and you help your country. So, if it was so simple, United States had already helped those people.
Yes, you would, and you would do a huge propaganda about how they are the best.
And you would have used those people in his favor.
Yes.
Okay, I will build a PepsiCo and Coca-Cola factory in those countries.
Yes.
The products from those countries will help the chain of distribution in Africa. The salary would be less.
Yes.
Or lower than what I pay.
Lower is better.
Lower than I pay here in the US. So advantage for me. Those 6 billion I will get back in 2 years.
Yes, or less in 2 months.
Yeah. Ridiculous, man.
Ridiculous.
Liar. Evil.
Liar, yeah, evil liars. Oh my gosh. Let's listen to the evil liars a little bit more. So he just changed topics, but what really worries me is that they are defending governments.
Yeah.
This is like scary. Like they're playing with governments. They're together on this.
At 42 million, but take us through what it is like to be one of those people.
Oh my gosh.
This is stupid. She's like, what it is like to be one of those people who? Billionaires. How does he know? He's not a billionaire. So let's go back a little. So we hear her. She's like, yes, countries cannot do it. So we have to ask the billionaires who can do it. Like individuals can do it? What?
Because governments are tapped out. You're at this
tapped
crucial
out.
moment.
Like
Describe
tapped out,
for
you
us
know what
the
that is? Like you tap out. Like someone gives a chuckle and you're like, ah.
state of, I know you said 40, this crucial moment. Describe for us the state of, I know you said...
Please help us.
You're calling on billionaires, as you said, because governments are tapped out. You're at this crucial moment. Describe for us the state of, I know you said 42 million, but take us through what it is like to be one of those people.
Oh my gosh, Brianna, I go out in the field, as you know, all the time. And I remember in Yemen, I was tickling a little girl's foot. She might have been a year old, and it was like tickling a goat.
Oh no, she said to be one of those people, the people who are starving.
Yeah.
My bad, man.
She didn't respond. I have 4 children. I've seen just recently in Madagascar and in the Central America, as well as in Ethiopia and Sudan and the Sahel, the children that are emaciated and bloated and dying from hunger. And so when I joined the World Food Program, there were 80 million people, what we say, marching towards starvation. That number spiked to 135 pre-COVID because of man-made conflict and climate change. But COVID had just compounded it to 270 million people. COVID's going to come back down. Economies will start moving again strongly. And so we have a one-time crisis. And if we don't, Brianna, do this, let me tell you what's going to happen. It's not that just people will die. You're also talking about destabilization of nations and mass migration, which is 100 times more expensive than the $6 billion. In fact, it could be 1,000 times more. Let me give you a simple example in Central America. Just recently, I saw on the Washington Post where they had an article that the United States was spending $60 million a week at a cost of $3,750 per person, children and teenagers in shelters. That same child, back in Guatemala, we can do it for $1 to $2 a week. People don't want to leave home. But if they don't have food in any degree of peace, they go do what any of us would do as moms and dads, and they're going to find it. But when we feed 120 million people like we do every day, week, month, or year, we survey people and talk to people. They don't want to leave. And so this 42 million we're talking about, they are on famine's door. It's a worst case scenario. This is a one-time ass
You can look at her
for the
face.
world's billionaires. I saw Elon.
Yes, dude.
She's almost crying.
She's like, dude, you're such a liar. Look, she's like, oh, disgusted by what he's saying.
Don't want to leave.
Like, oh my gosh, dude, you lie so badly. You're not. Yeah.
For the world's billionaires. I saw Elon just yesterday's.
You're not as good as a liar as I am. Just thinking.
Last year, the top 400 billionaires' net worth went up $1.8 trillion. I'm not picking on them. I'm saying, hey, great, you've made money. Please help share right now in a one-time crisis to save lives, keep nations from destabilizing, and to keep mass migration from taking place. It's a cheap fix, and it's only a bookkeeping accounting. Please help us.
As you have said, $6 billion does not solve world hunger, but it could save 42 million lives. So we
see. First, they were like, $6 billion to solve world hunger.
Yeah.
And now they're like, well, it could help 42 million.
Yeah.
For 1 month. Just kidding. But I don't know for how long. But it's just like, no, this is not a solution. It's a temporary thing. Just give us your money. We will know what to do with it for a couple of months.
Not solve world hunger, but it could save 42 million lives. So we will see how Elon Musk responds and if he puts his money where 42 million mouths are. Thank you so much, David Beasley. Really appreciate it.
At the end, he's like, ha 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 ha. That's so clever. This is a great video, by the way. But let's go down here. Look. Check out the comments, man. This is the best part. In order to be able to think, you have to risk being of it. No, this is the...
$6 billion.
Look. This man said nothing about how the money will be spent.
Yes.
Elon Musk knows that the UN will spend a huge chunk of that money in so-called administration costs.
Yeah.
This is why Elon Musk demands that they have open source accounting so the entire world can see where the money is spent. Sure. But this is people on Fox. This is interesting. I mean CNN, my bad. Absolutely hate how the media span it at the end with, we will see how Elon Musk responds and see if he puts his money where mouths are. Like, bro, we still haven't gotten a response from this UN guy on their plan. Yeah. He didn't even have a plan. Elon is catching them out. This guy sounds like he's excited for his next pay bonus.
Yeah, yeah.
It went from solve, so this is what I said at the end. It went from solve world hunger to alleviate suffering for 42 million in the time it took for them to read that Twitter post. So no, they probably don't have a solution. So UN $6 billion and we end world hunger. Elon, okay, how? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. People, yeah, the CNN is ridiculous, but you can see that even the people who watch CNN maybe are not 100% idiots.
Exactly.
People can think.
Yes. I really think the world is divided into those 4 categories because of something that Jesus says in the Bible. He says there are 4 types of solos, and then they react different to the seed. You put the good seed there, one of them is taken away, doesn't even listen to it. 2/4 want to do something with it, but life is too busy and hectic, so they just go on with their lives. And 1/4 actually absorbs it and do something with the good seed. So I think that there's the people who actually do something, people who want to do something, but they're too busy. And then there's 1/4 that is just pure evil. Dude, good stuff. Do you have time to review?
Yes. Let's see.
All right, so how do you say decolar e aterrizar?
Landing
Yes.
and taking off.
Perfect. Yes, good job. How do you say camisa e camiseta? Só pra lembrar, assim, a gente confunde às vezes em português e o pessoal confunde em inglês também, tá? Então de boa. Fala qualquer um e tá bom.
Shirt, camisa e t-shirt, camiseta.
Perfect, man. That's it. Como é que você fala maquinário?
Machinery.
Yes.
Machinery.
Machinery.
Como é que você fala alfândega?
Customs.
O que é smuggling?
Smuggling is a way for saying trafficking.
Yes. Como você fala mercado negro em inglês?
The black market.
Black market, yes.
Black rock.
That was interesting. All right, let's read the sentences. We didn't have time to study them. They would have used those people in their advantage.
They would have used those people in their advantage.
That's not necessarily what you said. I changed a little bit the end. If we had time, we would do more. Would have.
Mm-hmm.
I took the time to go out with the fam.
I took the time to go out with the fam.
So go out is o passear, né?
Mm-hmm.
If my dog hears this, he's gonna be like, what? Passear? Go out. Since, já aqui, né? Since you sent me an email. Since you sent me this email, I would also like to point out that we are running out of toilet paper. Such a stupid sentence.
Important.
Okay. Leverage. To leverage on this opportunity. Né? Para maximizar, para aproveitar essa oportunidade. Okay, this was from last class. All right, man. Do you have any questions?
No. So far, so good.
Good. Pleasure having you back. Good stuff. I'll see you next Saturday only. We're not going to replace anything. You let me know if you have time and you want to replace classes, okay?
Okay. We'll keep in touch.
Sounds good, bro. Take care, man.
Oh, man. Have a nice weekend.
You too. See you later.